Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singapour.
My name is Alfriti and Today FM rocks here in Tavua.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
In the news tonight, major revelations about Grace Road founder. Well, China sees Australia as biggest influencer in the Pacific. And dialysis treatment to drop around $75.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
A video footage of Grace Road Church founder Shin Ok-ju physically assaulting some members of a congregation has surfaced as part of an investigative documentary by a South Korean television show. The program, Unanswered Question, broadcast dramatic footage with video it claims is from some of the informants involved in the case against Ok-ju, who was arrested in July suspected of assault and confinement of some 400 church followers. Do note some viewers may find this content disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised. Maggie Boyle reports.
Translated, it appears the issue here is over cleaning duties. Shin Ok-ju is seen dragging a follower by her hair, calling her a fool for daring to question her authority, and then proceeding to cut the woman's hair. Clearly, in the company of other followers, there's no resistance from the person seen to be reprimanded or from the congregation witnessing these actions. Another church follower is roughed up. Ok-ju seen here repeatedly slapping her face and yanking her by her hair. An ex-follower interviewed in the piece explains that Ok-ju has told members that hitting a person is written in the Bible, saying there's a verse in the book of Psalms that says, strike the enemy's hip, meaning she claims that when Satan makes a person sin, the person must be hit in order to drive Satan out. Meanwhile, the footage also captures the church founder's arrests on her arrival into South Korea. A reporter questions her on the allegations of confinement and labor exploitation in Fiji, to which she says, no, that was not abuse, never. Everything is a lie, adding that it is Bible practice and was never abuse. Questions sent to Grace Road Church here in Fiji remain unanswered. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
The growing influence of China in the South Pacific is one of Australia's main concern, claiming that the Chinese are moving in and splashing their cash in countries like Fiji. However, China's ambassador to Fiji, Guan Bo, has silenced these claims, saying their assistance to Fiji is selfless and sincere, with no political conditions attached. Aksita Tale has more.
Australia has actually put more money in the region than the Chinese.
China claims they have only strengthened ties with Pacific Island nations, including Fiji, whereas Australia has done a lot by injecting more finance into the region.
We are not in a hurry because we don't have ulterior motives. And the beauty of China's relationship with South Pacific countries are two. One is that China's relationship, concerning our relationship, we never interfere into the domestic affairs of our friends.
Ambassador Guan Bo adds that despite the change in international and regional landscape, their relationship with Fiji will not be affected. China has now become one of our major trading partners, an important source of foreign direct investment, and one of the sources of tourists to Fiji.
We will continue to support and assist our friends according to our own capacity. And at the same time, we are very open, and we'll be very happy to see that more countries, if the Chinese assistance to our friends will encourage more countries or encourages countries in the region to do more for Fiji.
China's assistance to Fiji covers various sectors, including infrastructural construction, energy, agriculture, healthcare, sports, emergency humanitarian aid and human resources. Akosita Tale, FBC News.
Fijians who suffer from kidney failure and require dialysis treatment can now pay around $75 compared to the hundreds of dollars usually spent on the treatment. This has been possible through government subsidy of $3.5 million allocated for this financial year. Maggie Boyle reports Minister for Health Rosie Agbar revealed the figures while speaking at the Fijian Nephrology Symposium in Navua yesterday.
With 80% of Fiji's fatalities resulting from non-communicable diseases, kidney health has been prioritised.
The National Kidney Research and Treatment Centre, which is undergoing fit-out, will become Fiji's first public system of chronic dialysis service, and depending on the household income, patients will be able to access treatment from as low as $75.
And while dialysis treatment in cost and accessibility has improved, prevention is the key message.
And we will not let this subsidy cast a shadow on our advocacy program. We want people to understand that it's very important to eat a healthy life.
A sentiment shared by Fiji's only nephrologist and director of the country's first public kidney centre.
A public-run chronic dialysis service, but not just a dialysis unit. We wanted to set up an institute where you can provide kidney health. So not just dialysis, but catch them early on when the kidney disease is just starting.
It's estimated that around 550 Fijians die yearly as a result of kidney failure and the inability to access dialysis treatment. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
Residents and even tourists in Savasava town can now access free Wi-Fi at the Foreshore ground following its launch by Prime Minister Honorable Voreqe Bainimarama yesterday. This will enable the public to access free connectivity for an hour a day, absolutely free. Attorney General Honorable Ayasib Qayyum said this was all part of government's vision for all Fijians to be connected regardless of their location.
This is to create what we call safe spaces for people to come from all different walks of life, sit around here, meet each other, exchange views, be able to download information, upload information. And we're doing this throughout Fiji.
Still to come, families honour fathers and celebrate paternal bonds. And Lautoka business entrepreneur shares her success story. Details after the break.
Bula, neva ngoma kay leloma, ngongai nakas ondo magrong ng Bula FM, nambando ay nasere.
Hoya ubasit sai lambasa. Ya ondo talita ino warong ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Guya do tumeli ako na tao no hinga toka. Talita kina na warong ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Wana tunga ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere nawaluan.
Na evango fani na tao no singa toka. Kita ondo talita ka ng Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Bula FM nambando ay nasere.
Today marks a special day for families around the world, a day to officially recognize the contribution of fathers and father figures in our lives. It was celebrated in different ways. In Savara Tambor reports some fathers celebrated this special day at work, church and even spending time with loved ones at home.
Today is a unique Sunday for many fathers with lobo barbecue and a big feast planned for them. However, for others, it was a normal day at work.
Lovely to see my 6 grandkids saying Happy Father's Day to me.
I'm 64 years old and I'm celebrating Father's Day at work.
Others took to church early morning to perform special items for their congregation as a way to remember Father's Day.
Very wonderful, very happy. It's only one day in a year to be called as a Father's Day.
While some have passed on, 75-year-old former civil servant Ratu Kalivati the Woilati counts himself fortunate to have reached another Father's Day.
I'm glad that I'm with my family. They're here with me, and happy Father's Day to everyone.
Father's Day has become increasingly popular throughout Fiji and other parts of the world over the years. Savara Tambua, FBC News.
The Matangali Nangerengere of Nandarivatu in Ba held a celebration on Friday to mark the judgment passed by the Lautoka High Court to return their land, which was being leased. The land was being leased by the Itoke Land Trust Board and the Fiji Hardwood Corporation for 4 years. However, the Matangali requested the land to be returned for agricultural purposes. Felipe Naikaso has more.
It was a memorable day for these villagers in the highlands of Ba after a long 4-year court battle which finally went in their favor.
We as a Matangali had to go through a few legal processes until we finally got our legal documents to state that the land was to be returned.
The Matangali now has big plans for the 300-acre land, which already has been discussed.
We had sought the PM's assistance, and he had told us that the only way we can solve this was to follow the law, and we thank him for that. When we took the case to court, many told us that we would not win, but we had faith and also the support.
The Matangali had taken the matter to court and won the case. However, this was appealed, which they again won. Philip Naikaso, FBC News.
The use of songs as a means to raise awareness on climate change has been adopted by the Catholic Church of Fiji. The church last night launched their first climate change song, Climate Change Victims Lament at the Sacred Heart Cathedral Crypt in Suva. Catherine Krishna with this report.
The three-verse song was composed by the head of Catholic Church, Archbishop Peter Loy Chong. Archbishop Chong says the song depicts climate change that is affecting vulnerable Pacific Island states.
The voice of the island nation in its purity has not yet really reached the world, and to disturb the world and to interrupt the world and to tell them what the actual experience of island nations are going through.
Music director Damiano Longaivao says they have used the island nation's cry as one of the main components to capture the minds of first world countries.
Put instrumentation and the structure of the melody and the harmonizations just to internalize and just to intensify the language of cry.
The song will be recorded and uploaded on YouTube and posted on all social media platforms. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
If you fail in something, don't give up, but try other ways to achieve your goals. This was the advice given to Upasana Lakshmita by her mother Sindhamani when she failed to find a job after finishing her studies in New Zealand and returning to Fiji to find work. In our Successful Fijian this week, we look back at how the challenges in Upasana's life as an unemployed youth turned her into a successful entrepreneur. Catherine Krishna with this success story from Lautoka.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Coming from a not-so-well-off family, Upasana Lakshmita decided to study something that would help her earn a decent living after completing Form 6 studies. She was informed about a possible body and beauty therapy study at Ellipse Institute from New Zealand that was recruiting students from Fiji in 2007. She says once in New Zealand, she had to find a job to support herself.
I worked at a rest home. I was doing a cleaning job. I had to, and because I was not living in that area, like I used to live in South Auckland, and I had to travel to West Auckland to come and work. And you know, you have to start work at 7 a.m. in the morning.
She says her parents supported her financially. However, this was not enough to support her daily needs.
I went home from school and I was so hungry that, you know, and when I started to look around for something to eat, I couldn't see anything. And I did have dal, but no rice. And so what we just did was like, just drink a glass of water and, you know, go off to bed. So that if you're sleeping, we won't feel that, you know, I'm hungry or I want to eat anything. But then, you know, when you're hungry, even though you're sleeping, you still can feel it.
Upasana finished her diploma in body and beauty therapy in 2009 and returned to Fiji to look for a job but couldn't find any.
I cried to my mom and I said, you know, Ma, you know, where is my life leading to? And then she said, don't worry, better. Something good is, you know, there for you. You don't worry. And then my mom and dad, they had a talk and they said, okay, you know, because I always had a dream of having my own salon. But because I didn't have, you know, that background, that stability at that time to do something. And my mom and dad, they had a talk and they said, okay, you know, let's just go for it.
She had lost all hope when her parents encouraged her to start her own business.
Try your best, work hard for you know, to achieve your dreams. Don't think that, okay, well, you know, this fell apart, so I won't be able to do that. Because no, God opens, if a door closes, then God will open another door for you. And always have that faith, that that mindset that yes, I can do this, I can do this.
Upasna now has a salon located at Tukani Street in Lautoka and has a good customer base as well. She says anyone can be successful as long as they're supported by family and friends. Catherine Krishna, FBC News.
Successful Fijians is brought to you by the Fiji Development Bank, your partner in progress.
Ahead in sports, the Fijian Drua players told to stay focused. And Sally Yee crowned women's singles champion. Details after the break.
Lola, I am Eleanor. For the best classic hits, I only listen to Gold FM here in Singatoka. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Seni Rawa. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Dino. I'm from Outrigger, Coral Coast, Singatoka. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Salote. I love listening to Gold FM here in Nosuri. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Bula, my name is Marida. Gold FM plays the best classics here in Outrigger, Singatoka.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Fiji Airways Drua side has accomplished their target set for the 2 home matches in the National Rugby Championship. The Drua thumped Brisbane City 66-5 yesterday and also defeated Melbourne Rising 40-17 in the first round last weekend.
Every week for this competition you learn a lot from every game you play, and there will be a lot of mistakes that you have to work on. And that's very important for us.
We need to work on in our last 2 games, so we can attack well. We just got to complete that, and obviously in defence it's just working out.
After a first-round loss to Queensland Country, the Canberra Vikings bounced back and defeated Sydney Rays 54-17 yesterday. The Vikings ran in 8 tries to seal the match. New Zealand has retained their unbeaten status in this year's Rugby Championship when they claimed a 46-24 win over Argentina. TJ Perenara scored twice, while Nehe Milner-Skudder, Kieran Reid, Shannon Frizzle and Jack Goodhue scored a try each in the game. Australia got their campaign back on track when they secured a hard-fought 23-18 victory over South Africa in Brisbane last night. Captain Michael Hooper and Matt Tumua scored the tries for the Wallabies in the game. Fiji table tennis women's star Sally Yee has won the ITTF Oceania Championship singles discipline, beating sister Grace Yee in the final in Suva today. Sally defeated Grace by 4-1 in the final. The 2 sisters were also crowned the women's double champions after beating their teammates Alisi Naisau and Havi Yee by 2 straight sets. Fiji also won the mixed doubles final.
I would like to improve on my confidence and just more confidence to attack and give more rallies to win a point.
Fiji Mbati rep Viliame Kikau and Wanga Blake's Penrith Panthers are through to the last 4 after beating Warriors 27-12 in NRL's elimination final last night. Panthers ran in 4 tries to seal the match. And the Sydney Roosters are 1 game from the NRL Grand Final after defeating Cronulla Sharks 21-12. A trough of low pressure with associated cloud and showers to the north of Fiji is expected to gradually drift south and affect the country from Tuesday. But looking at today's weather in the west, it was a sunny day for families in the west, as it was a good day to head out for outdoor activities. And eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, there was hardly rain today as the sun came out, but cloudy conditions was experienced later this evening. And up north, a favourable weather for our friends in Vanuatu. At sea, southeasterly wind flow prevails over the group. For the tides, high tide will be at 6:28 a.m. with low tide at 10:56 p.m. Sunrise will be at 6:06. For tomorrow, similar conditions from today will prevail for tomorrow, so you can expect a fine week. Tomorrow's temperatures, most areas will be hitting close to the 30 degrees. And looking further into Tuesday, some showers over Vanua-Levu, Taveuni and nearby smaller islands, the Lau and Lomaiviti group, interior and eastern parts of the larger islands is forecast. Elsewhere, it should be fine apart from possible afternoon or evening showers. Recapping the main stories, more revelations about Grace Road founder. China sees Australia as biggest influencer in the region. And dialysis treatment to drop to around $75. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM, to our poll question. This week, we're asking, should those found responsible for corrupt practices at government dispensaries be prosecuted? You can visit our FBC website to answer. Or do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
Hi, I'm Jyotishma. I'm from Singatoka. I love listening to Mirchi FM. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM is #1.
I'm Charlene Robert. Mirchi FM rocks in Lambasa.
I'm Soname Nasori Jackson. Mirchi FM is hot.
My name is Raymond Dutt. I'm in Baba Singh Alliance. Mirchi FM is hot in Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jax Nasori. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nasori. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.